link now. All right, guys. So a lot of the people joining us today are what we call our referral partners. So what that means is you're within EXP. You're not part of our daily operations here in the Warburton team, but you're very much a part of what happens in terms of our lead referral program. You know that you have your own upline sponsor that has nothing to do with us. We're not moving your sponsorship or changing your sponsorship in any way, exactly like we explained at the beginning. However, you've joined us under Zillow to be able to handle the Zillow connections, okay? So we want to welcome you. If you're watching this video and you joined as our League of Champions, you get a very similar email. It's just some elements in there that are not in this particular training. So welcome to the referral partners. Frankly, you're probably going to be watching this all around the country as we launch a training program through EXP. But for right now, within California, welcome to referral partners, okay? The Warburton team is thrilled to have you as a TWT, the Warburton team referral partner. We look forward to getting to know you better. You have received by now an onboarding email. And all of these aspects of the email will get you going with leads faster and more efficiently. The email is a little bit elaborate, and here we go. You must complete the first steps within 48 hours to start getting leads. So number one, here's your important numbers. I just went over them: Kathy, Lainey, Jessica, Jenny, and we call them bat phones. Those two numbers, it is imperative that you store them as the Warburton Team Zillow leads in your cell phone. The Warburton Team Zillow leads. It is imperative that you create a unique sound notification for those telephone numbers in your phone. Do it. What happens a lot is people join us and then they say, oh, we're not getting any leads. And we go back to our phone records. We see we've contacted you 16 times and you haven't picked up. So it's very important. Please understand, this is a very dynamic operation. This is not the old way we did real estate, that it fits whatever schedule we have. Zillow hires us because we fit the schedule they have. And the schedule they have is that if they send us a connection, we have to meet that connection within 2 hours. We reply to the connection in real time. That's times to the 10th of a second. We answer those calls through our ICA department. Then the ICA department turns around and assigns those leads. There is a lead notification text, and all this will be trained to you, that is sent out. If you respond to that lead notification text, you got a shot at getting that connection. If multiple times you don't respond to it, then the number of times you get contacted will drop and drop and drop and drop. So the whole exercise is about finding who wants to work and when do they want to work. Some of you work certain days and not others. That's fine. We record that on the back end of our systems in our tech stack, and we know that maybe you're not available on a Saturday or you're not available on a Wednesday. No problem, okay? If you would, save the questions to the end. I want your questions, but I want to have a clean recording. All right, so there's your phone numbers, bat phones. Have you all saved that? The Warburton Team, Zillow leads. Okay. The second thing that is very important is that you connect with us on Slack. We are a community. We are a family. We are similar in a way to an upstart version of OpCity. They started very similar to this and went to a $100 million company in 3 years. Community is really important to us. So you will find that you pass information between each other. You ask for help between each other. You can't show up at the last minute because there's a connection that's too far away. And you jump on Slack and somebody will bail you out. Somebody will help you out. Slack is where you can get a lot of questions answered. Slack is where we post our scoreboard every week. Who's putting properties in escrow? Slack is vital for you to be a part of this community. It's our main source of communication at the Warburton team. We use Slack to share the weekly calendar, announcements, team production updates, event reminders, and so on. All members of the Warburton team and referral partners are required to download the Slack app on your phone. Just go to your App Store, download Slack. Save it to your desktop bookmarks and participate in the hashtag general channel. That's the channel you're going to want to be in, is the general channel. Participate in it on a daily basis. If we don't see you, we're probably not going to send leads to you. So just jumping on, hey, it's Ben. I just got off work. I'm good for connections in Whittier today from 3 o'clock till tonight. That's a great communication because now our ICA is alerted. It pops up on a screen. They know you're around. You're more likely to get a connection. Similarly, if you're showing in Palm Desert in the morning at 10 o'clock, you jump on Slack, go, hey guys, I'm in Palm Desert. Anybody need something while I'm out here? And you'll see how agents will back you up. And then the ISAs or the ICAs see that you're out in Palm Desert. Suddenly something comes in at 12. They can't find an agent for it. They saw you on Slack that morning. They go, hey, Ben, we see that you're in Palm Desert. Can you handle it for us in Palm Desert this afternoon at 2? But if you're silent and independent, which it seems like such a big word in the real estate community, then they don't know what's going on, so they can't connect you. We call that our sandwich technique. You'll learn a lot of this today. All right. So in Slack, hashtag general is all team communication. Introduce yourself, share your celebrations, share just like I explained. There are a couple of other channels. We can learn more about those later. One is called a spearhead channel. Sometimes we will have connections that we cannot find an agent, or that an agent has stopped contacting, but they are repeatedly searching properties on our app. So imagine, very often that happens, an agent will take a lead, they don't get along well with them, they put them in nurture. We go to what's called our insights channel, and on our insights channel, we see that that person looked at a property, 7 of them, 10 of them, some of them 20 of them in a week, and the agent notes say they're not interested in buying. Well, what they weren't interested in, they weren't interested in that agent. So we'll then take that connection, we'll put it on the spearhead channel, first come, first serve. If you want it, you just reply in the spearhead channel, I got it, I'm calling it. And if you're able to get an appointment, ownership of a lead in our company is by appointment. It's not, I made a call, it's mine. It's, I made an appointment. Everything we do is about making appointments, and I'll get to that later as well. There are other hashtags on Slack, and you can read those. Bottom line, install Slack, participate. Number 3, you're going to need a CRM. We pay for the CRM for you. It's called Lofty. It was formerly Chime, and it's essential for keeping track of your clients. You need to download the app, save the website to your desktop bookmarks. Now, you keep seeing that I say here, there are 2 interfaces you have. One is your UI, they call it, your user interface that's a web-based interface, and the other is your interface, which is an app or handheld device. So on your cell phone, it is absolutely crucial that you create a bookmark on your cell phone, actually on your home screen. And I'm not sure if you can see that here. I could share it with you, but on your home screen, make sure that you've got the Go WP Now icon and your Premier Agent app icon on your home screen, okay? Similarly, you're gonna want to bookmark both of those on your web browser. Now, every lead that comes in from Zillow automatically gets transferred through an API interface into Lofty. So in the same second it comes in on Zillow Premier app, it drops into Lofty. So make sure, again, on your handheld device that your notifications have notifications for Lofty. Activate those notifications and attribute a unique sound for Lofty notifications. You will get AI notifications. You will get new lead notifications. You'll get notifications from your client that they're back on looking at property. You're going to see multiple connections with clients through Lofty. Remember, again, every Zillow connection in real time drops into Lofty. You're going to get a notification with everything that that client does, including the AI interface with that client. So make sure that Lofty has an audible, distinct sound on your device. Similarly, go to your user interface on your web-based access to Lofty and make sure that your notifications are turned on. Please please activate desktop notifications. They're called push notifications on a cell phone, desktop notifications on your web-based interface. To log into your Lofty CRM, you're going to go to lofty.com, click sign in, put in your email address, put in your password. And there are two links right here. I want to make something really clear. We are not a tech training organization. That's called YouTube. So if it's, I don't know how to do notifications on my cell phone, go to YouTube and say, I don't know how to do notifications on my cell phone. We do not have the time to teach people how to use their cell phone. And I'm not being rude, it's just true. So anything you don't get pretty much in this world, like I'm in a fight with my wife, how do I get her to like me again? Just go on YouTube and you'll get 40 or 50 videos, don't call me. So on this right here, this learning center for Lofty is fabulous. Do you see the link under number 3? Go there. Many of you ask questions. Andy, how do I send a property alert? It's right there. There's a 9-minute video on it, right? How do I send a smart plan? It's right there. There's a 6-minute video on it. So the same applies to Zillow. There's a great learning database on the back of your Zillow app. So please use learningcenter.lofty.com. Okay, we'll talk more about Lofty later. Number 4, your Zillow Premier Agent account. If you have come to us, which you have, for Zillow leads, you can only start receiving those leads when your Zillow Premier account is connected to the Warburton Team Zillow account. Do not panic. Those of you who came as referral partners, you don't have to change your upline, don't have to change your sponsor, we don't change your cap, but your Zillow app has to be connected to the Warburton Team. Similarly, in fact, let me just read the paragraph. All Warburton Team referral partners must have an active Zillow Premier account and accept the invitation to be added to the Warburton Team Zillow Premier page. You will get an invitation from our admin. If you're not joining the Zillow Flex Live Connection, even if you're not joining the Zillow Flex Live Connection Transfer Program, which you all are, if you already have a Zillow Premier Agent account, even with a different broker, you've received a separate email to accept your team invitation. So our team invites you. You do not have to leave whatever group that you're in. But to receive these connections, you do have to accept our team invitation for Zillow connections. If you don't have a Zillow Premier Agent account, create your account, and we've got a hyperlink for you there. Click that link and create your Zillow Premier account. Number 5, practice your scripts. So this is so interesting. And I got to just bring Howard to the table again. Howard's been with us 9 days. In those 9 days, he's received the same number of connections as everybody else. There were a couple of things that distinguished Howard from the beginning. One, he came in day 1, took his LODs, and called 40 at a time. Finished to 40, did another 40. Finished to 40, did another 40. Finished to 40, did another 40. Had his first 3, 4, 5 appointments in the first week. Now, we have other agents come in who say, you're not giving me enough leads. I'm not getting enough leads. The leads aren't any good. And they really have a problem. So the difference is not the leads. When you get that, when you buy into the system, the difference isn't the leads, it's the individual and how you approach this. So basically, he came in, took those connections, started making calls. Why was that important? Because he practiced the scripts. What you do not want to do is get a $700,000 connection from us, meet them in Lakewood and go, now, where was that script? Oh, I left it at home, and do what you've done for the last 10 years, because it probably won't work. You have to remember that all of these connections have contacted multiple online companies. Most of them have contacted Realtor.com, Zillow.com, Movoto.com, and some local agent. So that's people bugging them. The ones that come to us through Zillow have only contacted our team on Zillow. They're uniquely assigned to you. There is not another Zillow agent competing for them. Do you understand? However, there could be other online agents competing for them. So it's up to you to distinguish yourself. All those online agents, by the way, say the same thing, because there's a guy who teaches people who hasn't sold a home for the last 30 years, who charges you $2,000 to teach you how to do it. I've sold nearly 2,500 homes in my career, and we teach you how to do it based on what's working right now. Okay. I personally have right now $1.7 million in escrow, and I run 3 corporations. Okay. So the scripts are what are relevant to today. not what was relevant or an interview you have with some agent somewhere so that you can sell a course. What we're teaching is what is happening right now in real time. So what will distinguish you and what will cause success is how you approach what we share with you. You do your LODs, you're going to accelerate like a rocket. So Howard's now turned around, listed his first home at $515,000 in Palm Desert on day 8. Actually, not Palm Desert, like Cathedral City. All right. And he has, how many have you got that you're getting ready to put into escrow?
I just got my condo accepted offer and we'll be going into escrow tomorrow for a second property.
Day 9. Listing, first one in escrow. Oh, well, he's got better leads than you. No, he doesn't. It's the same leads. It's just that he went into these scripts and he buried himself in scripts, right? So he knows what to do. And it took him 9 days, by the way. Not 9 weeks, not 9 months, 9 days. So it's all about how you approach it. So I got to give a quick digression here. I'm not a big like seminar guy, but when I was in my early to mid 50s, I wanted to make a change in my life, mainly in mental thinking. And I went away to this 3-day seminar. No notes, no tapes, no series, nothing you could buy. You weren't allowed a pen, you weren't allowed a piece of paper. There were no hot coals, there were no chairs to stand on. Well, there were chairs to stand on. You weren't allowed to do any of that stuff. You just sat and listened, and you were offered a different way of thinking. And I remember sitting there the first day going, yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, I kind of heard that before. Yeah, well, I did that 10 years ago. And I said to myself audibly, stop it. And I had this picture in my mind of a swimming pool. And what I was doing was I was dabbling my toes in the swimming pool going, yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, the water's kind of cool. And the voice said to me in my head, jump in the pool. Jump in the pool, because if you don't like the water, you have a strong enough character, you can get out. So I did. I just jumped in the pool. Those 3 days were the most transformational of any day in my entire life. I'm 66. And still to this day, you ask my wife how it transformed our relationship. Because I was able for 3 days, rather than analyzing and cutting in pieces and being arrogant and thinking the tiny fragment of knowledge I had was important, I bathed myself in knowledge I had no idea that existed. So when you go to objections and scripts, forget what you know. Look at them. Look at the idiosyncrasies of it, because this type of lead of future real estate is completely different to the way you have dealt with leads in the past. Practice your scripts. There's the link to the scripts. Reach out to Kathy Rainier when you're comfortable with them. She will talk with you and actually role play with you. And I will encourage you. There's lots of agents on the team who will also role play with you. By the way, does any of you on this call use a bathroom? Most bathrooms, unless you're in a really rough gas station where it's just a piece of metal on the wall with scratches on it, most bathrooms have a mirror. Your best role play partner is that mirror. Pretty much every script that I've learned, from Xerox to linear to real estate, my best coach was my face in the mirror. And I literally, to this day, when I make a presentation, I will stand and give my opening to that mirror. So take the scripts, use the scripts in the mirror. Do it over and over again, and you'll get better and better. Familiarize yourself with our right offers every time, or BAM FAM. If you want to convert connections, get a red pen right now and circle that link. Right offers every time, or BAM FAM. That is the most important thing you're going to learn in the next 2 days. You don't go to show properties, you go to write offers. Hi, where are you going today, Dominic? I'm going to show property. The minute he says that, he's in trouble with me. He's like my kid, right? So he can get in trouble. Don't worry, you're not going to get in trouble with me, so don't freak out. I know we live in a very, very, very mild world. When I'd say to him, where are you going? He says, oh, I'm going to write an offer in Palm Desert. Great. How many times have you met them? I haven't. What are you going to do? I'm going to write an offer. If you do not approach these connections that you're prepared to write offers every time, you're going to find that they ghost you. So you go prepared to write an offer. We'll talk about that in the sales trainings tomorrow. Make sure you don't miss it. So number 5, practice your scripts. Number 6 is reveal. So in this introductory email, you'll be informed about reveal. I want to strongly urge you, this introductory email, go back into your inbox, flag it, whatever your system is, star it if it's a Google, Make sure that email is pinned to the top of your email till you're familiar. Reveal is a mandatory Zoom event held every Monday morning from 9 to 11. All agents are interviewed one at a time by the team leader or director of sales. I actually still do this myself with Kathy. Based on your activity in your 30, 60, 90 book of business, which is Bob. And I'm going to give you details on that this afternoon. Click on this link and review the documents in Reveal and Bob. Your name will be on Bob. Look at what the other agents are doing and copy. You can find your name in the Reveal roster. There's the link for the Reveal roster. And you can find your name on your group tab on the 30, 60, 90 pipeline. So group tab means we've got agents in group A and group B. You'll be told whether you're in group A or group B. You click on that tab at the bottom of the Google Doc and away you go. Reveal is absolutely fundamental to what we do, and I will talk about it more this afternoon. WhatsApp. If you don't have WhatsApp, get WhatsApp. Why? Because the ICAs communicate leads through WhatsApp. There's an LA group, there's an IE group, there's an SD group, all kinds of different groups. Northern California, Southern California, WhatsApp groups. All leads don't go through WhatsApp. Often leads go through WhatsApp. So sometimes the lead will come by a small group text. Sometimes you might just get one text, which is why those bat phone numbers have to have an alert that is unique on your phone. Similarly, leads get sent out to 8 or 10 people at a time on WhatsApp. So make sure that WhatsApp is installed. And once again, you save the bat phone numbers in WhatsApp and connect an alert to it. The Warburton Team ISA department uses WhatsApp to assign leads. Download it on your phone. Once you've downloaded the app, contact Jenny so she can add you to the WhatsApp groups. So you'll actually see Jenny on WhatsApp when you come in, or you contact Jenny, she will add you to the group, and now you're part of it. You see why this email is important, right? Number 8, get leads. As soon as you've completed the above steps, you can reach out to Jenny for a list of leads on demand and get started. You'll also want to watch the hashtag Spearhead channel. I spoke about that earlier. As you show that you're going to be active, engaged, and present, you'll start to get appointments. It's the people who show up late to Reveal, never fill out their Bob, and call us angry every 10 days saying, why am I not getting enough leads? They just don't make it with us. This is a program for people who want to work. This is a program for people who want to be busy, do 24, 30 deals a year. And to do that, it takes concentration. So we're about that concentration. Not all agents who do this program are full-time, but when they're part-time, the times that they are partly working, they need to be fully engaged. And fully engaged means operate our systems, know our systems. So let's talk about the ISA. We also call it the ICA department. It's actually a concierge, not a salesperson. All of our ICAs are licensed real estate agents in the state where you're getting leads. The Warburton team is unlike any other real estate team. Our ISA team sets appointments for you. Please read through the documents here in the ISA folder to familiarize yourself with the system. So we provide that for you up front. Click it, read it. The steps laid out are laid out in those documents. You must have, yes, okay. So this is something you need to have set up for appointments from the ISA team. There is a general enterprise Google Calendar. And on that Google Calendar, you're going to enter when you're available and when you're not. And on that Google Calendar, the ICAs are going to assign leads or not. If they can't see your calendar, they can't assign leads. If they can see your calendar, they can assign leads. It's that simple. Okay, so that's the ISA department. We all understand how that works. Training videos. You need to watch this training video within 48 hours of joining the team. It's the Bob and Reveal training video. So everything you're going to learn on this course is in that video link on Bob and Reveal. Our YouTube channel also has a lot of great training. All the trainings you hear the next 2 days are going to be on YouTube. Okay, now let's look at agent schedule. Please review this weekly schedule for active agents on the Warburton team and the Warburton team referral agents. All agents that receive leads from the Warburton team are expected to participate in Reveal. We've said that before. All trainings are subject to change. Pay attention to Slack for changes. So in your schedule, watch Slack, watch for notifications, watch for calendar. You receive the Warburton Team referral partner agreement from DocuSign. You cannot receive connections until you've signed it. So circle number 11. You get the Warburton Team referral partner agreement, sign it. And then you're going to go to boot camp while you're here. Okay? So that is the open email you get as a referring partner. So I'm going to stop this section. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Please go back in, reread your welcome email, and make sure these items are complete. Let's stop this section. We'll start up the next one in a couple of minutes.